Welcome to the third part of the tiny castle quest for King Arthur. In this episode I'll journey to the wonderful Tintagel Castle, the very cradle of Arthur's legend where the fabled king was conceived. This mystical realm, shrouded in history and rich folklore, beckons with an aura of magic and mystery. As I traverse the ancient stones, I'll take in the glorious scenery and seek out the enigmatic statue of Gallos. Adventure awaits, so let's embark on this wondrous exploration together. Well, I'm here at Tintagel Castle. Got here at last. Weather's pretty crap, but I've got to do it anyway. And it looks absolutely spectacular. I'm looking forward to going in this. Just the view from the top looks amazing. I'm just going down the hill from the main entrance and just about to go in. As you can see, spectacular scenery here. I mean, even if it wasn't for the castle, it's worth coming to. I mean, this is the place where Arthur was certainly conceived and probably born, according to legend, where Uther got Merlin to disguise himself as Galois, because he was in love with his Galois' wife, Igraine. And Merlin disguised him to look like Galois. So he came home while Galois was fighting Uther's men and made his way with Igraine. And thus Arthur was born. The bridge before you is a modern marvel crafted in 2019 by Nayan Partners in collaboration with the esteemed architects of William Matthews Associates. Yet in the shadow of this contemporary creation lies a tale of yore, for the entrance to this storied courtyard once passed through a formidable gate tower, standing guard over the fortified bridge, now but a whisper of its former glory. In the 13th century, the Great Hall loomed as the largest edifice of Tintagel Castle, a bastion of power and festivity. Constructed around the year 1230 by Richard, Earl of Cornwall, this majestic stronghold was fashioned in three distinct parts: a bustling courtyard upon the mainland, a fortified bridge that soared over the chasm, and a resplendent courtyard perched upon the headland, gazing out towards the sea. Yet beneath these grand stones lies a tapestry woven with the threads of earlier times, dating back the 5th to the 7th century, an era entwined with Arthurian legend. The site is a treasure trove of ancient remains, inviting all who dare to explore its hallowed grounds, where echoes of knights and legends linger in the air like timeless enchantment. These early medieval structures, steeped in mystery and history, were alive during the age of Arthur, lending them a special significance to our noble quest. Though the precise roles of these ancient edifices may elude us, their very presence ignites the imagination, whispering tales of valour and intrigue. As we wander among their time-worn stones, we're reminded of the lives once lived here, where knights may have trained and legends were born, making each site a wondrous glimpse into a bygone era. Just going up to the statue, just climbing up the hill at the moment. I think I've fallen in love with Tintagel. I love it. People are lovely people, they're so friendly, and it's just a wonderful place. It's got everything I like, and Tintagel Castle is amazing, definitely worth a visit. It's got some interesting remains here of the old forts that the castle was sort of built on top of. So there's a lot of history here. No one knows exactly what happened, but just over to see the statue now. The views are absolutely spectacular. Famous Cornish coast. You can see why. The sculpture, known as Gallos, Cornish for power, stands as a captivating enigma among the windswept headland. Does it whisper of Arthur's legendary might, or perhaps hint at the shadow of King Mark? Its intentional ambiguity weaves a spell of charm, inviting the imagination to roam freely. Crafted by the talented Welsh artist Reuben Ainon and installed in 2017, this striking piece commands breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape, as if it were a sentinel watching over the realm, a timeless tribute to the tales of old that linger in the air like echoes of a forgotten age. The castle is a 13th century castle, but they have done excavations and they found out it was built on top of a castle from the 5th, 6th century, which ties in with King Arthur. So then thus the legend is born, and it's been mentioned in various places that this is where Arthur was born. And then of course when they found the 5th, 6th century remnants, it sort of proved it. Imagine if the weather was nice, it would be fantastic here. It's good enough as it is. I think it's worth the money. It's interesting. Real history, real old history here. Well, after exploring the wonderful ruins scattered round the landscape, I decided to descend and head on down and explore Merlin's Cave. Merlin's Cave lies nestled on the western side of Haven Beach, a passage that winds through the very heart of the island. This mystical enclave evokes the vivid imagery of Gustave Dore in Alfred Lord Tennyson's Idylls of the King, where the legendary wizard pulls Arthur from the waves, a scene steeped in the essence of Arthurian lore. It's a classic image that breathes life into the legends we cherish. Tennyson's collection of 12 poems stands as one of the most celebrated works within the tapestry of Arthurian myth, weaving a rich narrative that continues on from classics like Sir Thomas Malory's Le Morte Arthur. Here in this enchanting cave, one can almost hear the echoes of ancient tales, where the line between reality and legend blurs, inviting all who dare to dream of chivalry, magic, and the eternal quest for honour. Well, time for a quick cup of tea and an ice cream, as I was on holiday, before heading on back. While I was in Tintagel, I visited the old post office in the high street. I'm not going to show it here because it's nothing to do with King Arthur, but worth a visit. Just left Tintagel. Fantastic place, I love it there. And I'm just heading off to Camelford and Slaughterbridge, which was one of the sites where Arthur had his final battle. Camelford is a contender for Camelot, partly because of the similar name. And there are some battles fought there. And Slaughterbridge, as the name suggests, was a bridge where there was a slaughter. And it was one of the famous battles that Arthur had. So we go there, see if we can find that. I don't think there's that much there. But it's a site you've got to go to when you're doing Arthurian stuff. We visit that, and then we head on back to the campsite and just chill out. Well, I'm here in Camelford, no particular site, but it's a possible candidate for Camelot. The obligatory hardware shop. This is Camelford. From what I can see, it's just this road, which is very busy. Bandstand. Some historians whisper that Camelford may well be the fabled site of Camelot itself, a place where the dreams of knights and the echoes of chivalry resonate through time. Others, however, propose that this very ground is where the tragic clash of destinies unfolded at the legendary Battle of Camlan, where Arthur and Mordred met in fateful duel. This path is intriguing. It meanders down through and into the woods. Yeah, lovely little place. Once you get off that main road, it's lovely here. You can imagine the knights on their horses going through these woods. Well, this is a pleasant little place. It's at Camelford, just off the car park. There's a little track that leads into this beautiful woods, and it's stunning. I don't know how far, I'm not going to be able to go along too far, but it really is gorgeous. You never know what you're going to find. It's easy to imagine the brave souls who once roamed this land, where story is woven into the very fabric of existence. Slaughterbridge is believed by some to be the hallowed ground of one of Arthur's fierce battles, potentially the site of the legendary clash at Camlan. Although there are no places to pause and reflect, road signs beckon travellers marking this storied battleground where history and legend intertwine. Before the bridge's construction, a monumental stone once spanned the River Camel, a relic steeped in the annals of Arthurian lore. This ancient stone is said to whisper the tales of valiant knights and fateful encounters, its very presence a reminder of the epic struggles that unfolded in the shadows of the past, a vivid reminder of the heroic age when legends walked the earth. Back at the Teardrop, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and have a little look through my new purchases. A couple of books I got, Arthurian books at the castle, and I think it's nice enough to have a small little barbecue. I've got some chicken breasts and I'm going to slice them, thin them out, and put some cheese and ham inside, roll them up, wrap them in bacon and cook them over the barbecue. I've got some new potatoes which I'm going to crush and pan fry in butter with cheese, grated cheese over the top, and I've got some peas to go with it as well. So sounds like a real meal. Just show you the kitchen in the background. Just boiling the kettle, make a cup of tea. It's actually brightened up now. Now I'm back. Potatoes, put in there, just going to boil them, just soften them up. This can be done beforehand. And this chicken, just going to cut that in half so it's thinner, and then I need to pound it with something. I'm going to season it first. Chicken seasoning. Then I'm going to put some ham. A couple of slices of ham. Some cheese. Then I'm just going to roll it up. I'm going to wrap it with bacon. There. Now, ideally, you want squeaky bacon, but I've only got back bacon. That's all I could get. If that's all you could get, that's all you can use. But it'll be fine. It's still bacon. So that's wrapped up like that. Put some seasoning on. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika on it because I like it. So that's going on the barbecue. These, when they're cooked, I'm going to take them off the water, leave them to cool, crush them, and then pan fry them on the barbecue with some cheese on top. Should be tasty. The only disadvantage with these little barbecues is that because they're small, you can't do sort of indirect cooking, because you're still only, if you move the coals to that side and the food to that side, you're still only that far away from the coals. So this thing gets around that. See, otherwise you've got to put the grate there and it's instant heat, full on. This, you can raise it up high and low how you want it. So you can cook thicker pieces. I mean, if you're doing a steak, you want it really hot. Put it on hot as you can, a couple of minutes each side. But you're doing something thicker, like a chicken piece, then it's going to need a bit longer to cook, so you can cook it all the way through. And this, it's a handy little thing. You can raise it and lower it, so you can get exactly the heat you want. Right, I'll get the chicken piece. Put that on there like that. And we'll leave that to do its thing. Just turn this now and again until it's done. Looking good, smelling good. Just testing the potatoes. Right, potatoes are done. Well, I've got my book on Tintagel Castle, book on magical Britain, got plenty of reading matter. Just waiting for the chicken, nearly done. It's got to reach 75, it's on 65 at the moment. When that's done, I'll raise it up high to keep it warm, and then I'll put a griddle on the barbecue and fry the potatoes. I'll sprinkle some cheese on over them. Quite nice. That's that cheese. And then you flip them over and cook the cheese. Ooh. I can look out this window here. That's where the barbecue is, so I can see it. Make sure nothing untoward's happening, because it's pretty windy. The wind's blowing this way, so it's semi-sheltered behind there. But every time I open that door, everything in here gets knocked over. So, and that's the only way out. I'm going to make a medieval tent to go on the back of here that fits better. And instead of bellowing in, it can be pegged down and fit onto the uprights properly. I'm cooking the peas in the pot in the same water I did the potatoes in. Yeah, shouldn't be long now. Should be ready in about a beer. The crushed potatoes, grated cheese on the top, melting the cheese, and then it's all ready. Cheers. Got chicken, stuffed with ham and cheese, wrapped in bacon with peas, crushed baby potatoes with cheese on top, then pan fried. Delicioso. Cheeky little one. Tell you what, these potatoes, absolutely delicious. And this is a good way of doing chicken as well. Just a simple chicken breast turns it into something wonderful. St Nectan's Glen tomorrow. Last day at Tintagel tomorrow. I'm going to St Nectan's Glen. And then the next day I'm off down to Bodmin Moor. Then on to Foy. Cheers.